Poison dart frogs. Beauty that kills.
Frogs are one of the very common animals that you see around you. Beautiful might not be the first word that comes to your mind when you think of frogs. The poison dart frogs are one of the most amazing animals in the world. They have a stunning appearance. They are the world's most brightly colored frogs, but at the same time, some among the species are the most poisonous animals on Earth. Where do they live? The poison dart frogs live in the wet tropical rainforests of Central and South America. From Costa Rica to Brazil, these small amphibians are found in a range of colors depending on their habitat. There are over 100 species with unique features and characteristics. Their color. The poison dart frogs are the world's most brightly colored frogs while being the most poisonous animals on Earth at the same time. There are different species which are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, black, or have a combination of colors. These bright colors and elaborate designs are considered a warning and is called aposematic coloration. Aposematic coloration, otherwise called warning coloration, is the advertising by an animal to potential predators that it is worth neither attacking nor eating. This signals to potential predators that these animals are dangerous and won't be a good meal. Even some other frogs mimic the poison dart frog's coloration to try to confuse predators and avoid being eaten themselves.
What do they eat?
Adult poison dart frogs are carnivores who use their long and sticky tongues to catch passing insects like flies, ants, and termites. As tadpoles, they eat algae, insect larvae, and in some cases, even other tadpoles. What makes them poisonous? You might be wondering, how do the poison dart frogs get their toxicity? Scientists aren't 100% sure about the biochemistry behind poison dart frogs' toxicity, but they do have some theories. It seems that some of the insects eaten by these frogs in the wild are poisonous due to their own diets of other poisonous plants. This is the most likely explanation because there is evidence to prove that the poison dart frogs that just eat crickets and not poisonous insects never become poisonous themselves.
How big are they?
Poison dart frogs grow to about 1/2 inches to 2.5 inches, depending on the species. Most adults are about the size of a large grape. Lifespan. It's hard to know how long these frogs live in the wild. In captivity, a poison dart frog can live for a decade or more, though more commonly, they live for around 4 to 8 years. Life cycle. Poison dart frogs reproduce throughout the year, based on rainfall. Courtship behaviors, which can last several hours, vary by species, but usually include an elaborate mating dance. Females deposit around 30 to 40 eggs in a jelly-like substance, which are then usually fertilized by the males. The parents stay involved with their offspring when they are young, guarding the eggs and keeping them moist for around 10 to 18 days until they mature into tadpoles. Females of some species keep the tadpoles safe by placing them in bromeliads, and then even return to lay unfertilized eggs for their tadpoles to eat. Adults move the tadpoles around on their backs, like a piggyback ride. After a few months, the tadpoles become adult frogs through metamorphosis.
Most toxic.
The most toxic of poison dart frog species is Phyllobates terribilis, also known as the golden dart frog. They are lethal to the touch. The species name terribilis is a reference to the deadly toxins present in the skin secretions of this species. The golden dart frog is the most poisonous animal on the planet. These frogs produce a deadly alkaloid called batrachotoxins in their skin glands as the defense against predators. To become poisoned, a predator generally must attempt to consume the frog, although this species is so toxic that even touching an individual frog can be dangerous. This extraordinarily lethal poison is very rare. These golden dart frogs are endemic to the humid forests of the Pacific coast of Colombia. These frogs are bright yellow in color. Some are orange or even mint green. An adult golden dart frog is just 2 inches long, but has enough poison to kill 10 grown men. How did they get the name poison dart frogs? Golden dart frogs are very important to the local indigenous people in Colombia's rainforest. This frog is the main source of poison in the darts used by these people to hunt their food. They use waxy leaves to lift the frogs and carefully expose the frog to the heat of fire. The frogs then exude small amounts of poisonous fluid. The tips of darts are then dipped in this poisonous secretion. The darts that are soaked in poison like this remain deadly for 2 years or longer. This is how these frogs got their name, dart frogs. Vocal abilities. Most frogs can make a variety of sounds because they have well-developed vocal structures. They communicate for mating and territorial purposes, and when they're distressed. Like birds, frog species can be identified by their unique sounds. Are poison dart frogs endangered? Amphibians, including poison dart frogs, have faced alarming population declines in the 21st century. About a third of the planet's amphibians are threatened due to habitat destruction, global climate change, and a disease called chytridiomycosis. Poison as medicine. Medical researchers are looking into ways where poison from dart frogs can be used pharmaceutically. Early evidence suggests potential uses of poison dart frogs' poison as painkillers and as treatments for certain heart and circulatory conditions. Poison dart frogs as pets. Because they are diurnal, meaning active during the day, and are very colorful and beautiful, poison dart frogs can be interesting pets, as long as you have the necessary knowledge and care to handle them. Captive-bred dart frogs are considered non-toxic, since they feed on commercially available feeder insects. They will eventually lose their toxicity, and hence, are safe to be kept as pets. However, if you plan to keep one of them as a pet, it is important to make sure you're prepared for the responsibility and have sufficient knowledge to care for them. Poison dart frogs are one of the most poisonous animal species in the world. At the same time, They are the most beautiful of all the frogs and one of the most brilliantly colorful animals on Earth.